Hello loves, and welcome back to my channel for another video. In today's video I will be setting up my monthly budget for the month of April. I will also be setting up paycheck number 1. Usually I do these or I do those two in two separate videos, but I'm gonna go ahead and put them together for this video. And the sticker kit I'm going to be using is the April, I've already pulled on it, but the April budget kit from the Caffeinated Kate, and you'll be able to see it in the video. So if you like these videos, please subscribe, leave me a comment, give me a thumbs up, and let's get started. Set up my monthly spread for this month, and all of my bills are in pink. So we have the rent, the storage, Netflix, the phone, the car insurance, my credit cards, Apple, and my car loan. And then I have my paydays with these green stickers. 2 are from my job, and then my affiliate marketing from Etsy, ShareASale, and Amazon, and then my YouTube paycheck. I also have these stickers over here that are different from the green ones. I believe that I'm gonna get payouts on these days from my shop, but I don't know, so I just put them there just in case. I don't know, we'll see. And then I just had a couple of birthdays that I've noted on here, and then some notes on the side. I usually would put tithes on each one, but I mean, I know to pay my tithes. So instead of taking up that space in that room, I just put it over here. And then also, I have not done my taxes yet. I don't know if I'm the only one that's waited this late, but it has literally been a crazy couple of months. So I just have that note over here so that I remember that I need to get that done. So I'm going to go ahead and flip to my bill tracker for the month of April and make sure y'all are in frame. So starting with my rent, that's always on the first. So we have 4/1, and that's going to be $350. My storage is due on the 3rd, and storage, so rent has gone up for me by $50. My storage has gone up, I think, by 20 or 20 something dollars, I think. Netflix is due on the 4th, and to my knowledge, Netflix is the same, $10. My phone is going to be due on the 7th, and that should be $76. My car insurance is due on the 17th, and that's going to be $86. Apple is on the 21st for $12. My car loan is on the 22nd, and that's $359. Student loans, not yet. And then my credit cards are on the 25th, and that is $613. So just to give a disclaimer in case you are new to my videos, and I'm so sorry for all of my returning viewers if you have to hear this every video. I get the questions, so I go ahead and answer them. I do not live by myself, but I only budget for myself. I don't have any kids. What else? Oh yeah, I use the zero-based budgeting method inspired. It's not perfect, but I do the best I can. So with that, I do round to the nearest dollar. And yeah, I think that's about it. That's all I can remember. So I'm gonna go ahead and total up my bills for this month and see where we are with that. So for rent, I'm at $350, $123, $10, $76, $86, $12, $359, and $613. So for the month of April, we are looking at $1,629 for expenses. Oh, my occupation is a special education teacher in the state of Texas. Okay, so that is my bill. Okay guys, so this is what her April budget kit looks like. Super pretty. I'm really enjoying these colors, and I'm telling y'all, it just makes, I put salary, but I want to change that to income. It just makes your budget so much more fun when you have something, you know, to jazz it up a bit. So my sources of income for the month is my teacher income and my online income. And so every month I always put my expected for right at $3,500 is exactly $3,480. And I have already gotten paid. So usually I try to do my monthly budgets before I get paid, but with other videos that I put out this month, I've already gotten paid. So I already know that I'm gonna bring in more than that. But that's what I always budget for, because that's the minimum amount that I'll bring in every month. And then my online income, I don't share that. So for my variable expenses, I have home, spending, my car, groceries, and medicine. So these are also called my revolving funds when I do my cash envelope stuffing videos. So these is what those are. These are my expenses that I spend on a weekly to bi-weekly basis, but the amount is variable. It's not a fixed amount. So this month for spending, I'm going to budget $400. I guess I could put it like that. I like to put the dollar sign for oh, not put that in the wrong place. Oh, that was supposed to go for spending. For spending, I'm going to budget $400. For home, I'm budgeting $60. For my car, I'm going to budget $150, and again, this is for the month. For groceries, just for me, I'm going to budget $140, and then for medicine, just for me, I'm going to budget $20, and that's like over-the-counter medicine. So for my fixed expenses, I have my tithes, I have my rent, I have my phone, entertainment. And my entertainment consists of really I should label that subscriptions, but that's like Netflix, Apple, things like that. My car, and then my debt. So for tithes is going to be $450. That's the same every month. For rent, I usually will combine my house rent and my storage rent, so I put that together. So $350 plus $123 is $473. I don't know if y'all can see that, but that's $473. And then for my phone, that's going to be $75. Yeah. Always, especially if you budget with a pen, have your handy dandy whiteout. It comes in, it's so clutch. Okay. And then entertainment will be $42. My car, and this is gonna be my car insurance. Yeah, so I have car twice over here. So this car over here under variable expenses is gonna be gas and car washes. This car over here is going to be car insurance. That's a fixed expense, that's a bill, so that's $86. And then I have a sinking fund for my car called car maintenance, and that's for oil changes, tires, things like that. And then my debt, I add my credit cards and what I owe for my car loan, or what I pay on my car loan, and that totals out to $972. So I do have a pretty high credit card bill, and that debt came from a previous business that I had, and I'm almost done with it. I think I have 3 cards left. I started out with 11 a couple years ago, so I'm almost done with that. But I did the snowball method, so now I'm toward the end. You know, I started off with the smaller amounts, the 500 here, 500 there, and paid those off, and now I am at the end of that debt where the bigger amounts, that's what I'm tackling right now. So I do put a lot of money towards that so I can just be done with it. And then I'm also putting extra money. I don't put it in my budget, but anything extra that I get, any bonuses from work, my stimulus checks, anything like that, if I do get something back from income tax, I put that toward my car loan. So I am putting extra money toward that. I just don't put it in the budget. So for my expenses, I just really put my sinking funds here because I was like, okay, well, I already have my variable expenses. I already have my fixed expenses. So these are expenses as well. Because if anything comes up, like I said, I think in my last video, I have to travel soon. So that's coming out of my sinking fund. Medical. And again, the difference. Medicine is over-the-counter medicine. Medical is like anything, if I have to go to the doctor, urgent care, which that actually did happen the other day. So that's for that. Car maintenance. My church. Envelope. School plans. And so this envelope is basically for anything relating to my job at the school that I work at, or anything related to my online endeavors, my birthday, and then miscellaneous. All right. So what I'm going to budget for the month for travel is $45. For medical, I'm going to budget $50. For gifts, I'm going to budget $10. Car maintenance, I'm also going to budget $10 for the month. Church will be $20. School plans will be $10. My birthday will be $40. And then miscellaneous will be $20. And what I'm currently using my miscellaneous envelope for is a wedding. I'm a bridesmaid in a wedding. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put my I'll put my total down here, bring these lines down, and then at the end of the month, I think I need to start doing like closeout videos with you all, because I just do the monthly setup and the paychecks, but I never really come back to show you how I did. So I'm wanting to incorporate that, but I'm not really sure how, or how to really fit it in with everything else that I'm doing. So but I don't know, if y'all want it, let me know. Okay, so now I'm going to total up my expenses. So starting with variables, 60 plus 400 plus 150 plus 140 plus 20. Okay, I kind of want to do that again just to make sure I did that right. So 60, 400, 150, 140, 20. Yeah, I have to put the calculator on my left side, but I'm right-handed, so doing the calculations with my left hand, I'm a little slower with it. But I didn't want to have to cross over to write in the amounts. Okay, so the fixed expenses will be 450, 473, 75, 42, 86, 972. So that's 2,098. And again, I'm going to tally that up real quick with my right hand. So That just times that so that I know I did it right. 75, 42, 86, 972. Okay. And then last will be my sinking funds, additional expenses. I kind of wish this said additional expenses instead of just expenses, but it's okay. So 45 plus 50, 10, 10, 20, 10, 40, and 20 is $205. All right, so the last thing I'm going to do on this little balance washi is just put my income minus my expenses, and then we will see what we are left with. And I guess I should also let you all know that with my online income, I don't take care of any personal needs. I am saving this money in a high interest savings account. I will probably, more than likely, as it builds, use it to pay off debt. If I can get done with this sooner, that's my goal, is to be done with all of my consumer debt this year. So the online income doesn't go toward any bills or expenses. I do it all from my teacher income. But any expenses I may need relating to like my shop or YouTube or something like that, I'll pull from here. On Etsy, we have to pay that 40 cents or whatever. So that comes out of my business bank account. And then again, I'm just letting it build up in a high interest savings account. Okay, so my total income expected is $3,480. I need to tally all these numbers up. So I have 770 plus 2,098 plus 205 is 3,073. So I'm going to subtract these two. So 3,480 minus 3,073 gives me 407. And what I do with my remaining money, or what I used to do previously, was take about half of it and put it toward savings, and then the other half put toward my sinking funds. But I may actually change that up a bit. I just haven't decided how I'm going to do it, because I want to start putting remaining money toward savings and debt. So I just have to figure it out, because I still need to build these, because these come in handy so much, you all. Like, it's ridiculous how much building up these funds come in handy when these expenses pop up. So I still have to put toward this, as well as my general savings account in the bank. But then I also want to pay off some debt. So I'm going to figure that out. I haven't figured it out yet. Once I do, I will let you all know. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is my weekly check-in, and then I'm going to end with my sinking funds. My weekly check-ins, I've already went ahead and kind of started filling out weeks 1 and 2. So for week 1, that is going to be, let me pull it over. Week 1, I got paid on the 31st. So week 1 will be April 1st, and I will stop at April 6th or 7th. I'm going to stop at April 7th. So 1 through 7. Today is Sunday. So I'm going to go ahead and do my check-in, even though I'm a few days early, because I've already taken care of pretty much all of my needs, and I don't anticipate having to spend out of my revolving funds for these next few days. So I'm going to go ahead and do it early, but it'll be April 1st through April 7th. So I'm going to flip back to this, and then note that here that we're doing April 1st through 7th. Okay. So I have my handy dandy pocket planner here that I love so much. It has truly come in handy. It's everything that I hoped it would be. And if you saw my last cash envelope stuffing video, then you know that I took a long time to decide if I was going to get one of these because they are expensive. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. They're expensive. It cost me over $80. And I don't spend that kind of money on stuff like this ever. But I know how intentional I want to be with my budget. I know how motivated I am to come out of consumer debt this year. And so I know that it was going to be imperative for me to get something that would help me really stay on track with my finances and really stay on track with my budget, being very honest with my budget so that I can reach my financial goals this year. I really want to pay my car off and the rest of my credit cards off. So I have to be super intentional. And this pocket planner is literally everything. Before I got this, I had a little silver pouch that I really loved. The only thing about it was it wasn't just easy to flip through my cash envelopes like it is now. And I didn't have any kind of expense trackers. I didn't have a coin slot. It was just kind of like everything was just thrown into that pouch. And this is so much better. So I even keep my receipts in here for using Fetch Rewards. It's just so much better. So I'm going to start with home. I'm going to see if I can fit you all. Make sure everything is in frame. Okay. I'm going to start with home. And I gave myself $40 for home and I'm left with $11. So let me get my calculator out. So 40 minus 11 means I spent $29 in this week in home. So I spent 29 and I'm left with 11. For gas, I gave myself 75 and my tank is full, or pretty much full. It'll last me until Wednesday. And my car has been washed. So in gas, or car, not gas, car, I need to change that. I started with 75 and I'm left with 20, 40, 45. So I have $45 remaining in my car envelope. And I'm going to change this to car. And not 75. I have 45 remaining. So that means I spent 30. And 45 left. Okay, for medicine, I gave myself $10 and I should not have spent anything. Did I pass it up? Out of there. So yeah, I still have $10 left in medicine. So I've spent nothing and I have $10 left. For groceries, I gave myself $70 and I do my groceries online and I think I spent $62 for groceries. And that was to last me, that'll last me until my next paycheck. So that's an $8 difference. But I did that online. And then spending, I gave myself $300 and I have 20, 40, 60, 61, 62, 63. Start over. I have 20, 40, 60, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, and 71, 72. So I have $72 left in spending from $300, and most of that was spent on getting my hair done. So that's why that's so low. So I've spent $228. Okay. And then if I have a lot of bills, what I kind of do, and I learned this from Ramina Rosa, I just kind of layer the money so that it's not so chunky in the envelopes, and that tends to kind of help it stay a little flatter, because it can get pretty thick. So yeah. All right, y'all, so I'm gonna go ahead and total up my spending for this week. Again, like I said, I don't intend or anticipate having to spend any more money this week. Let me zoom you in. Sorry if the camera's a little shaky. Okay, so I have $11 plus 45 plus 10 plus 8 plus 72. So I have $146 left to spend, or to last me until I get my next paycheck. And I've spent 29, 30, 62, $349. So until my next paycheck, which is about a week and a half away, I have almost $150 left. All right, y'all, so the very last thing I'm gonna do is fill in my sinking funds to see where I'm at. I have used the money in them. So if you saw my March sinking funds, it's gonna look different because I've spent some money since that video. But that's the last thing that I'm gonna do, and then that's gonna end the video. Sinking funds binder, and we will get started and seeing what we are starting with for the month of April. Travel is empty. Yes, I am going to California this weekend. So travel, we're at 0. Gifts, I am at 115, 50, 70, 90, 100, 110, 115 to start me out for the month. That is so wild. Like, my whole travel envelope is just gone. School plans, I should be at 190, 100, 150, 170, 75, 80, 85, 190. Let's go down. I'll just go down to car maintenance. Car maintenance, I'm at 465. 1, 2, 3, 4, 450, 460, 465. For church, I'm starting at 38, 20, 35, 6, 7, 8. Medical, I'm starting with 465. 1, 2, 3, 4, 50, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For my birthday, I'm starting with 620. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20, 40, 60, 86, 620. And miscellaneous, I am starting with 10. For emergency, I'm starting with 480. 1, 2, 3, 4, 50, 70, 80. Electronics, I'm starting with 155, 50, 1, 20, 40, 55. Electronics, 155. For Christmas, I am starting at 135, 50, 1, 20, 35. For giveaways, I'm at 5, so I just finished a giveaway. And so we're going to build that back up for when we reach 10,000 subscribers. For functions, I have 50. And for taxes, I am at 165, 51, 20, 40, 65. And last but not least is my future envelope. And for this envelope, I am at 310. 1, 2, 3, 10. So $310 in my future envelope. So these are all of my sinking funds. And I am going to answer you all's questions about cash envelopes. I've decided to do it in an Instagram, it's what they call it, Instagram TV, I think that's what they call it, because I thought I was going to be able to fit it in with my YouTube videos, but I don't think I'll be able to. So if you're already following me on Instagram, that's perfect, because when I post it, you'll be able to see it. If not, then I think I should have a link and you should be able to see it even if you don't have Instagram. But I'm going to work on that, y'all. Okay, so 115, 190, 620, 465, 38, 465, 10, 480, 135, 155, 50, 5, 165, and 310. So I'm starting the month with $3,203 in my sinking funds. Paycheck 1. And so I'm again gonna cover the online. For my expected, I expected 1,740 and I ended up getting 1,793. Still not sure how that happened. I have no idea how that happened. I looked at my check like I was trying to figure it out. I was like, what? I'm grateful for it though. I just don't know where it really came from. So yeah. So 1793 minus 1740 is an additional $53 for this check. So for my tithes, it was $225. For storage, I'm at $123 now. For rent, I'm at $350 now. For phone, I'm at 70. Did I say 76 or 75? 76. I think it's 75 though, y'all. I think it's 74 and some change, but I don't know. And then Netflix is 10. And then all of these are usually the same amount. I think 1, 2, 3. Most of these have already been paid, so I can go ahead and put in the actual. But I'm gonna just keep going. So for home, I budgeted $40 for this paycheck. For spending, I budgeted $300 for this paycheck. For gas, I budgeted $75 for this paycheck. Groceries was $70. Medicine was $10. My sinking funds to collectively for this paycheck came out to $105. And then extra debt savings and extra cash envelope stuffing, I don't budget for that. We just see what's left over. So I'll go ahead and add these expenses up and see what I'm working with. So I'm at 225, 123, 350, 76, 10, 40, 300, 75, 70, 10, 105. So I'm at $1,384 for budgeted expenses for this paycheck. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and fill this in just because I know that this is the actual amount. These are my fixed expenses. No variance. All right, so that is going to conclude this video, y'all. Thank you so much for watching and coming back for another week. I'm gonna have my cash envelope stuffing video up this Friday, so I hope to see you back for that one too. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I will see you later. Bye.